dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready. 45 to Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he works free. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
First down,
It's our time. Check it back. Check it back.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Margus Hunt able to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
Echo! 45 the mic. Hey, run it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Henry. Night, sweetheart. Check one.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ricardo Allen brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 29, Brissett looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brissett. And he's got his man Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Brissett. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
6 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is Hines. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 1st down, Hines looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Brissett. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
They run. Devontae Freeman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Hines. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Ready, ready. 45, check line 45. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 3rd down. It's Hines. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Double dog, that's the way.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. There's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Mike 50.
Yeah, let's go sack those.
On first down, it's Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Brissett. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
37's the Mike 37. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, you've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
They got his man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Colts 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And now it's third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. Kenyon Barner, deep for Atlanta. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Come on, fellas.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spending...
Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All day. 45 the mic. Guys, it's game situation.
To throw is Brissett. That's into the hands of Pascal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 49-yard line.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
On second down, it's Hines. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10. They run with Hines. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
On third down, Brissett. And Pascal's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
No chance. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Too little, Captain. Hustle. Hey, mark the screen.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it's now 35-14. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
21.
Here's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Freeman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Tuesday.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ito Smith, his first carry. And some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
When you know you've got a home run hitter on your side of the ball, and you know that he can score from anywhere on the field, it usually inspires the rest of the guys to do their jobs even better. That resulted in a lot of great blocks downfield because they knew if they gave him space, he could do exactly what he did, put the ball in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And an alley to run. A big play there for Indy. 53 yards. And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. They run again with Hines. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Vinatieri now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 85 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 yards. You don't know no better.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On second and 11 now. Brissett, Campbell making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
That's another Colts.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Brissett now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. On first down, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On second and 11 now, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
But he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts' 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It was Justin Houston who got him down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ryan gets it to his tight end, Hooper, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Colts 28. Matt Bosher to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run here with Mack. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They go right back to Mack. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Hines. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and